Hello, buddy. Crow here, and this is a response to edt1138's video of Top 3 Tuesday. I guess it would be the 3 most obscure items in your collection. And I don't know what really constitutes one thing being more obscure over another. So I just had like 3 items in mind that you really don't hear anybody talking about. They're not necessarily rare or expensive, but just things that not a lot of people really know about. Actually, the first item I had thought of, I can't find it. It's actually so obscure that it's in my house in an obscure location, and I can't find it. So I had to substitute anything else. But in case you're curious what that was the Nijicon controller by Namco. And it was a controller that kind of twisted in the middle, and it was for the PS1, and this was out before the dual analog sticks. But the reason I bring that up is because the next item I'm going to show actually also came out before the DualShock controller for the PlayStation, and that's this ASCII-ware grip controller. Now, actually I have 2 of these, and this was the one I was selling. Again, the other one is probably with my Nijicon controller, and I have no idea where it is. But as you can see, not really good for action games, but was awesome for RPGs before the DualShock controller came out. You could use this one-handed or with one hand or the other hand. You could hit all the buttons necessarily. I played games like Beyond the Beyond and Final Fantasy VII and Wild Guns. I think even Persona with this thing. Very, very cool. Very, very comfortable to use. You don't have to have your hands together all the time when playing games for hours and hours. And I was able to do that. You know, it prevents your hand from cramping up, actually. So it's really, really convenient for the time. Sadly, not too much of a use for that these days with later PS1 games. Next up, I'm gonna show is this DVD. It's Xenosaga Episode 1. And it's a DVD of all the cutscenes. This was actually a pre-order bonus from GameStop when I pre-ordered Xenosaga Episode 2. And it literally is just the cutscenes. There's no... And it can kind of get confusing because it just jumps from one cutscene to another without really knowing what's going on in between. So yeah, it's pre-order bonus DVD. Don't really hear a lot of people talking about this thing. I don't really know how rare it is or anything. But yeah, I got this one. I pre-ordered Xenosaga Episode 2 Limited Edition Movie DVD. And finally, if we're going to walk over here, I'm going to say the Hyperball machine as the number 3 obscure item. Let me turn this on while I talk about it. I have done videos on this recently. In fact, I just picked this up back in August, not too long ago. But the reason I'm going to say it's obscure is because, well, it's a cross between a pinball machine and a video game. And when it originally came out, really, the people who wanted to play pinball saw it and didn't want to play it because it wasn't a pinball. It didn't have flippers. It wasn't a traditional pinball machine in the sense. And people who play video games didn't want to play it because it looked like a pinball machine. So it kind of fell between the cracks. They had originally planned, from what I read, they originally planned to make like 50,000 of these, but the final run actually wound up being around 4,500. And in terms of pinball, that's actually not that rare, but what has happened was, okay, and here's where I got pin size up here, and we got the page up for Hyperball, and as we see here, although a large quantity of Hyperball units were manufactured, a few exist in good condition today. The games are extremely heavy compared to comparable pinballs and are difficult to repair. Many operators refuse to pay the high cost of adhering to Williams' preventive maintenance schedules on the games, and instead allowed the games to fall into a non-functional states. This also contributed to halting production of any future similar games. And then it says, just rare there for no reason. So yeah, I picked this up. It wasn't necessarily expensive. I picked this up for $300. Granted, it wasn't working, but it is working. Standard price on this would probably be only $600, which is still cheaper than almost any pinball machine you could get from the era. Also, but you know what makes this even more obscure, and I never really mentioned this? I think I posted this on Facebook. But last week at the Pinball Expo, I had Steve Ritchie autograph the back glass. Steve Ritchie is the designer of this game. He's the guy that came up with the idea for this thing. And if you look at my previous videos, you can kind of see me picking this up in a little bit of gameplay. I still want to do a regular gameplay on this, but I still have a lot of work to do on it. Like, I have the new stickers to put on this. I want to get some LEDs for under the play. I need to clean under the playfield, really, make these shine brighter. But yeah, gonna make that my third most obscure item. I kind of wanted this video to be 3 minutes long, and now it's like twice as long. Just wanted to mention that since I was getting Steve Ritchie's autograph, guess what else game he also designed? Star Trek. So I had that one signed as well. So I had it signed like less than 2 days after I bought it. So awesome to have his signature on that. And it's pretty damn awesome on this back glass as well. So again, I'll put a link to the video in the video description for edt1138's Top 3 Tuesday. I really tried to make this 3 minutes and now I'm over 6. Sorry. I'll go now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.